Hey everyone, I'm Jason Catron, and this is your free vocal tip. Today we're going to talk about uncovering your voice. Like, what does this voice mean? How do I find it? And how we look at two simple things, maybe not so simple, but two aspects of that. Resonation versus yelling. Now, a lot of people, when you hear them sing, you're just like, oh my gosh, this guy's just yelling. I wish he would stop yelling. I wish he would stop yelling, right? You may even hear yelling in the background. Cleverly planned, of course. But the point is this, our bodies, your body, my body, is what? It's made to resonate. How do we know that? Because I'm sitting here making sounds happen right now. I don't have like a microphone hooked up to my voice box and it's projecting out these little speakers on the side of my ear. No. From head to toe, your body and my body is made to resonate. So much so that because of that understanding of how sound waves work and resonation within an object, we now have pianos, we have trumpets, we have guitars. Why does the body of the guitar exist? To resonate. The strings are the chords. If this were a real piano, you would see the shell of the piano. Why is it designed like it is? To resonate and be one of the most beautiful instruments on planet Earth. The strings produce the sounds, right? The keys cause the sounds to happen. Again, the body resonates the tones. Your body resonates tones. Your vocal cords produce the sounds. The sound waves begin to resonate. And when you hear us talk about all these aspects, head voice, chest voice, pharyngeal voice, nasal tones, light, heady, hooty tones, those are all different aspects of resonating tonality out of your body. But the concept that I'm trying to drive home here today is that from head to toe, again, your body resonates. Now here's what I see so often when people come in for lessons. We try to resonate right here. We hold it tightly. We may even try to pull it back in our mouth a little bit, right? What do I mean? Well, what if I go, oh, I'm kind of pulling back. You can hear that, right? Or what if I go, ma 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 ma, ma 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 ma. I'm swallowing it, right? I'm not releasing it. So I want you to think of this. Your body, the tones that it's producing, is to emote, emit, express, release all of those tones to the environment around you. Now we can either do that through a small passageway, or we can consider that we're standing on top of the biggest mountain looking into the biggest of valleys and we're letting the tone out, right? So we want to resonate those tones instead of yelling them. What is yelling? Ma 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 ma, ma 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 ma. That's yelling, right? What is resonation? It's as simple as this. Ooh. Predominantly in my head voice. How do I take that here? Ma 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 ma. Sense how I'm looking out on the vast expanse. Ma 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 ma. I'm not trying to control, hold back, resist, restrict, any of that. It's release, it's resonance, understanding that from head to toe, every bit of me is a part of that. I'm not trying to get through this narrow passage. Ma 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 ma. No. Ma 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 ma. That's why we have you do all these crazy little things like think that you're coming down on top of a note. Put the note down in the ground. Don't think way up high. Lean forward. Lean into the tone. Express your tones. Release your tones. All of these words come into play because they sink into your mind. And you gradually begin to think differently. You begin to try differently. Instead of the same old habits coming into play and just yelling, maybe popping that larynx, pushing up, getting loud, yell with resonance. Hey! That's very different than hey! See the difference? You can feel it. You can begin to understand it and sense it when you watch me do it. I want you to experiment with this. I want you to play with it. And I want you to think about the difference in being resonant and yelling. Resonation is your friend. Yelling is your enemy. Sometimes we yell, but I want you to yell with resonance, right? Remembering all the time that your body exists to release the tone. And the more you can trust, the more you can release, the more you can let go, the more you're going to find this vocal freedom that you and I are all on the path and journey for the rest of our lives working to master.